Disappear, not for attention, not so people ask where you went, not so your ex suddenly notices you. Disappear because the version of you that exists right now is weak, distracted, emotionally dependent, mentally exhausted, and deep down, you know it. Right now your life is too loud, too many opinions, too many fake friends, too many people draining your energy while giving nothing back. You wake up and instantly check your phone. Notifications, messages, social media, watching everybody else live while your own life slowly loses direction. And the worst part? Most people stay trapped in that cycle forever. Average thoughts, average habits, average lives. But every once in a while, someone disappears. And when they come back, nobody recognizes them anymore. Because isolation can transform people. History proves this. Warriors isolated themselves before battle. Monks isolated themselves to master the mind. Great thinkers separated themselves from noise to sharpen their focus. But modern people fear silence, because silence forces you to face yourself. No distractions, no validation, no escape, just you and the truth about who you've become. That's why most people can't be alone. The moment silence appears, they run back to stimulation, music, TikTok, relationships, parties, anything to avoid confronting themselves. But growth only begins when distraction ends. Read that again. Growth only begins when distraction ends. The strongest version of you is not built around people. It's built in isolation. Because isolation reveals everything. Your addictions, your weaknesses, your lack of discipline, your emotional dependency, your wasted potential. And that realization hurts. But pain is necessary, because pain destroys illusions. Most people think motivation changes lives. It doesn't. Pain does. Pain forces action. Pain creates discipline. Pain creates transformation. And if you use it correctly, pain can build a version of you that people cannot ignore. Imagine disappearing for 6 months. No chasing validation. No desperate texting. No trying to impress people who secretly enjoy watching you fail. Just focus. Pure focus. You train your body. You sharpen your mind. You build discipline. You stop oversharing your goals. You move in silence. And slowly, your entire identity changes. See, people underestimate silent improvement because results take time. At first, nobody notices. Nobody cares. But one day, the transformation becomes impossible to ignore. Your confidence changes. Your mindset changes. Your energy changes. And suddenly, the same people who ignored you start watching you carefully. Because humans are obsessed with transformation, especially when it happens quietly. That's why silence is powerful. Announcing your next move gives people access to your energy, but silence protects it. Move quietly, build quietly, win quietly. Let results speak for you, and understand this carefully. Disappearing does not mean becoming antisocial forever. It means temporarily separating yourself from distractions long enough to rebuild your identity. Because right now, many of you are living according to other people's expectations. You're trying to fit in, try and be accepted, trying to avoid being judged. But the people who change their lives stop caring about fitting in. Different levels require different sacrifices. You cannot evolve while staying attached to habits that destroyed your old self. Something has to die. Maybe it's laziness. Maybe it's your victim mindset. Maybe it's your addiction to attention. Maybe it's a relationship that keeps draining you. But something must go. And the scary part is, deep down, you already know what it is. You've just been avoiding it. Because comfort is addictive, even toxic comfort. People stay in situations that destroy them simply because it feels familiar. But familiar pain is still pain. At some point, you must choose your heart. The pain of staying the same, or the pain of transformation. One leads to regret. The other leads to power. And trust me, regret is far more painful. Years from now, you do not want to look back realizing you wasted your potential try and be liked by people who never truly valued you. You were not born to spend your life begging for attention. You were born to build something powerful. But power requires isolation. Every transformation period feels lonely. That's normal. When a snake sheds its skin, it hides. When muscles grow, the body tears first. When minds evolve, old environments stop feeling comfortable. Transformation has always required temporary isolation. That's the price. But the reward is freedom. Freedom from needing validation. Freedom from emotional weakness. Freedom from the fear of being alone. And once you master being alone, you become dangerous because people lose control over you. Think about it. Most manipulation works because people fear losing others. But once you're comfortable alone, nobody can control you emotionally anymore. That's real power. And no, this does not mean becoming cold-hearted. It means becoming emotionally disciplined. There's a difference. Weak people react emotionally to everything. Strong people observe, control themselves, think clearly, move strategically. That's why disappearing changes people. It forces mental evolution. You stop reacting. You start calculating. You stop chasing. You start attracting. And eventually something strange happens. You realize you no longer miss the old version of yourself because you outgrew him. The insecure version, the needy version, the distracted version, gone. Now there's someone sharper, calmer, more focused, more disciplined. Someone who understands that attention is temporary, but self-respect lasts forever. So disappear, not because you hate the world, but because you owe yourself transformation. And when you finally return, return stronger, return disciplined, return unrecognizable.